Alright, so let's see what this is all about. There's a mob outside the door.
Silence, one and all! Your king, Camo the Eighth, speaks!
My people, I thank you for your tireless efforts. As you are well aware, our glorious nation's production has suffered a harsh fall since the wind's cessation brought the Grand Mill to a halt. Without nature's form of bounty, our turbines went completely still. They sit as silent as the desert night. In the wake of this crisis, you rose up and took matters literally in hand, operating the turbines manually. I, your king, lack words to thank you for your hard work. However, I am much aggrieved to say that energy production is less than 1/5 its former total. At this rate, our proud kingdom, renowned for its unparalleled industry, is doomed to ineluctable decline. I find myself without recourse but to revisit my prior fiat regarding the schedule of all able-bodied citizens. Henceforth, labor shall commence at 0900 hours and will extend beyond the current 1659 until 2059, effective immediately.
That's a 13-hour workday.
We're flesh and blood! We need rest!
In so doing, turbine output is expected to rise to 30% of its former value before the wind ceased output of...
Your Majesty! Your Majesty! Brave news!
What? The Vestal? Be calm, my children. I know your pain all too well. My heart bleeds just as yours.
You look
But I
ridiculous.
ask that you join me in remembering
He looks like something
the
out of Alice
cause
in
of
Wonderland.
our woes. The crystal orthodoxy and the Vestal's indolence. Therein lies the true cause of the wind's absence. And what has the great Vestal done since the air went still? What did she do in the face of your suffering? She abandoned you, fled the country to save herself alone. In this, Ancheim's first and direst hour of need, the Vestal we loved and trusted is powerless or unwilling to help. Though it pains me deeply to tell you of these things, I cannot deny this simple truth. What resolution can be brought about to this terrible crisis? The Crystal Orthodoxy is naught but a hollow creed. What result have years of worship at the altar of the Crystal brought us? Once more I say it. It is by our own hands that we shall push this glorious kingdom ever forward. Onward to still greater glory.
There. Just now, that leer. That was aimed at us.
Seems that little speech was for your benefit, Agnes.
It's slander is what it is. That creep's giving you no chance at all to defend yourself.
Agnes.
Okay, so that happened. Let's go inside and see what this dude has to say.
Agnes oblige, Vestal of Wind. His Majesty bids you come.
Alright, I remember this. This is what, the starting area of the demo of this game? You there!
Ah, I see you've returned, Vestal. Why then did you not come to me for an audience immediately? I was dreadfully worried, you know. I'd begun to think you'd fallen victim to some terrible accident. So, what of the Caldislan Chasm?
I fear it was worse even than your Majesty had imagined.
So tell me, was it worse than the state of your own nation? Are you even aware of the situation here?
The wind remains still.
And the Grand Mill be calm. I'm pleased to see you're not totally ignorant. The turbines that form the heart of this kingdom, the greatest symbols of her wisdom, now turn my hand. The hands of our citizens, compulsory labor service. Our survival hinges now upon their sacrifice. And even that will not last forever. We need that mill turning again soon. Not by our citizens' hands, but by the wind. And whose job is it to see that the wind blows, if not the vestals? I can think of no other value you provide, save that. Anyway, will you now end the suffering your negligence has caused to this land? To its people? Or is that beyond your abilities? Perhaps you would sooner run again. Turn away from the plight of your people.
If that is all His Majesty wished to say, I'll be on my way. I haven't the time to waste here.
Yes, telling the king that he's telling the king that he's wasting your time. I can't possibly imagine that ending badly.
Do you think this mess is, girl?
That could have gone better. Not that I blame you for getting mad.
Mad? I felt no anger. Only fear. The king frightens me.
His tone was far from pleasant, but he didn't seem dangerous.
The people who had come to hear him speak frighten me the same. Everyone in this city, they see me only as the Vestal, not a human being. I don't know how to speak to them. Just thinking on it sets my legs to trembling.
That explains the tense look you've worn since we've landed here.
Personally,
It's a bit slow,
I
isn't he?
felt amazing after that little conversation. Did you see his face? It was purple. I nearly laughed out loud.
I tuned him out about halfway through his speech myself. I never did have much attention span for listening to men go on. Now women...
In any case, we'd best hurry to the temple. It's all that I can do.
What's this? Blue marks on the map. This is a sub-scenario. Okay, so this is like sort of side quest sort of things. Party chat! Alright, now let's see what this blue marker is about. Because it's probably something I'm gonna at least want to be aware of. How it works and stuff. Let's see what's in here. Sub-scenarios. It sounds sort of like side quest-ish. What do you have to say? Alright, well, I don't know if this counts as legitimate business, but so this may or may not unlock some new jobs. I recognize you.
I believe this is our first meeting, yes? Erutus Profiteer, chairman of the Camel and Profiteer Merchantry, at your service. How kind of you to pay me this visit. Now, what is it you are needing today? We are the only purveyor of water licensed by the king himself, and we take pride in our product. No effort is spared in providing the cleanest, freshest water possible. The results are clear. Water humor, yes? But I have lost the time again. I have appointments waiting, my friends. Let us speak again soon. Guard! Our honored guests are leaving. See there, see now. Have a refreshing day.
Is he even trying? Alright, well that didn't happen. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't even talking to the right thing, apparently. Where's the quest marker? Alright, so why can I not find the quest marker?
Feeling parched. Can we stop for a drink of water?
You, stop! This well is property of the Cameron Profiteur Merchantry. Unauthorized withdrawals are strictly prohibited.
Withdrawals? There are people out here going thirsty!
No, there are peasants going thirsty. If you want a free drink so badly, go join the other rabble at the Oasis.
That went well. Alright, so let's get out of here. I don't know if I want to waste time going and finding that Oasis thing, or if I want to just get on with the story. Although, things like blue quest markers have a habit of, messing with my head. Anyway, let's see, the Oasis is going to be over here. You know what? Is this the right one? Let's do this.